Well, it could almost make for the plot line of a South Park episode, namely South Park creators Matt Stone and Trey Parker recently came out of the closet, which is to say they're part of that endangered species known as Hollywood-based Republicans. And with more on this brave declaration by two of perhaps the funniest guys on the planet, I'm joined now by our own Hollywood conservative, Amanda Head. Welcome to Rebel Roundup, Amanda.
Thank you for having me.
Fantastic. Now, Amanda, as you noted in your commentary, the first clue that this dynamic duo leans to the right is the fact that Stone and Parker are never hesitant about savagely mocking those on the left. And that's pretty much territory few left-leaning comedians really tread upon. Much safer to recycle all those Donald Trump jokes, after all. So I imagine this admission of theirs surely put a smile on your face.
Yeah, and they have been putting a smile on my face for decades because they're in their 20-something season of South Park. But like you said, this is definitely a strong indicator that a comedian or even an actor or actress or musician or anyone in the public eye possibly leans to the right, or maybe they're just in the center. But let's face it, center these days is considered right. But, you know, most comedians in Hollywood refuse to attack anyone on the left. So when you have a comedian who is willing to do that, of course, they also attack people on the right. You know, they've done episodes about Carly Fiorina, Sarah Palin, Donald Trump. But when you find a comedian who is willing to be an equal opportunity offender, unfortunately, we're at a sad place in society where that means that they are actually conservative. But it's actually indicative of something even deeper, which is that the left is now so consumed by their own people and their own culture and their own policy that they, you know, it's this echo chamber, and they feel so uninclined to attack each other, even if it's in a harmless way, even if it's in the context of comedy. And yet people on the right and conservatives tend to be, you know, more equalized in our joke making.
Oh, you know, Amanda, I agree with you 100%. They are equal opportunity offenders. But having said that, I don't think it's a big surprise to find out they're Republicans or that or they lean right of center, in that when you look at the content, while they take shots at everybody, they seem to be the shots seem to be more prevalent against the left and more vicious against the left, whether it's South Park or that movie they made from 10 years ago, Team America World Police. And as a matter of fact, I think 7 years ago there was a term coined called a South Park Republican, which I think kind of means you're a fiscal conservative. What's your take on that?
I think so too. And I think that a South Park Republican is actually what most Republicans and conservatives have become, because, you know, the party of the right used to be considered just a bunch of old stuck-up people who didn't care about anyone else. And while that was never true, we just had different modes of going about helping other, you know, whether it was minority group or religious group, we just had different methods of helping people, helping them with a hand up, not a hand out.
Hey, that was an excerpt from my show, Rebel Roundup, where we discuss the week's top stories with your favorite rebels. To see my show and more, sign up to become a premium member today.